Darling, I found that Lyria and the guys are going to the countryside. I'd like to go too, because I'm already walking.
My precious, will you be able to reach the place? To get there, you may have to walk a couple of kilometers on the trail. And you should take care for now.
Yes, I feel like I will. I want to be in nature so badly.
All right. Ruslan and I will support you on both sides. And if anything happens, I'll carry you. I'm so glad you're getting better, my love.
Honey, I can walk again. I can see this beauty. I am so happy, and I thought I was going to spend my life in a wheelchair in a room and see nature only in pictures. Yes, hearing the detached mantra and the circle healing prayer worked wonders.
They came to a clearing where all of Lyria's students were sitting around a fire.
Alice! Me first.
Alice!
I'm first. Alice.
great.
Hooray. Oh my god. I'm so happy. It's so good to see you.
We're so glad you're doing well. I want to tell you something important. I realize that we are slaves of the physical body and have to live its life, to depend on it all the time, to spend all our strength to serve it, to look for food, shelter, clothes, medicine, and many other things. And this identification with the body and its needs makes people greedy for food, clothing, shelter, transportation. For this body, people have to fight each other for these resources, for its life and well-being. To fight, to hate each other, to envy if someone has more, to take offense because of it, to experience fear that they may lose something belonging to the body. That's where all evil comes from, everything. And I ask you, do not identify with the bodily things. Live as the aspirations of your soul. Although, of course, you should make sure that the body is healthy. Do the Catus of the Sampo system, which will help you to be healthy, because only a healthy body allows our soul to live and develop harmoniously. I'm glad, my dear, that you have passed this lesson of God with such dignity, that you have learned so many truths from it. That must be why God has brought you back to health so quickly. Let us all pray together and thank Him for this miracle.
Afterwards, sitting around the campfire, people started having fun, telling anecdotes and interesting stories.
The husband is lying on the couch, watching TV. And his wife says to him,
"Our daughter smokes, drinks, doesn't sleep at home, and recently they found a syringe with drugs on her."
"It's no big deal," the husband replies calmly, waving away as if nothing is going on. A month later, the husband again lies on the couch, and the wife again tells him,
"Our daughter does not smoke, does not drink, sleeps at home, reads some prayers."
"Oh, so she's in a cult. We must save her," the husband said and jumped up from the couch. Everyone went swimming in the beautiful mountain lake. Alice went into the water with tears.
I already thought I would never swim again. God loves you. He will not leave you in trouble.
Joyful and happy, splashing like a child, she went ashore. Arthur met her with a large bouquet of mountain flowers.
"Here, this is for you, my love."
Let us meditate on the sunset. Sit down and purify your true self from identification with the mind, body, and emotions. Look at them from the outside. Study how the being in which you live is organized.
In this miraculous moment, it was as if Arthur had a gap between him and some observer he could not define, realizing that this was the true him, and he had always been only him, not his receptacle in the form of a physical body. How strange. What kind of man is this that I live in? I don't like him very much. I wouldn't want to live in him. He's so stupid, willful, weak. All made up of habits and complexes. Why do I live in it? Can I change him? But he doesn't want to, he'll resist. And how can I change him? After all, if I fall asleep again and consider myself this person, it will be impossible to change. I will forget about this desire and will live the contradictory desires of the stranger, thinking that it is me. I'm fed up with him. Why should I live his life instead of my own life of pure spirit? Everything about this stranger is so mechanical. He is so rigid. A puppet of external influences, a somnambulist. There is nothing genuine, nothing real about him. God, it's horrible to live in this corpse I thought I was. God, there are people like that all around me. I don't know who they really are. I'm living among puppets, zombies. How scary it is. People had finished meditating and were going about their business, preparing for sleep. He walked around them in exaltation, seeing that everyone around him was asleep, completely fused with alien shells, dreaming alien thoughts, reacting mechanically, taking offense, laughing. It seemed to him that he had entered an enchanted realm.
What's the matter with you, buddy?
He turned around, but found it difficult to answer his friend. Then Lyria saw Arthur's condition.
Don't disturb him yet. He had found himself. Reality had revealed itself to him.
Looking at Lyria, Arthur saw that she was in the same state as he was. Only she had apparently gotten the hang of it and could act in it as if nothing much was going on. She was not sleeping like everyone else, so she understood what was happening to him.
Be in this state as much as possible.
In the morning, he woke up in his usual state and found that Alice had carefully covered him with a plaid. She sat beside him and watched over his sleep. I'm sorry, love. I couldn't come to you last night and go to bed. I had an insight.
I know. Don't worry, sweetheart, Alice said affectionately. Lyria told me that you had reached awakening, but you were not yet accustomed to it and were in exaltation. I was in the tent, but I was awake, worried about you and whether you were cold. And when I heard that you fell asleep, I covered you and I was sitting there, waiting for you to wake up.
I've lost that state since this morning. I'm having trouble even remembering what it was like.
Don't worry, darling. This is the first glimpse. Gradually, you'll reach it forever. Lyria told me. It's dawn. Are you going to have breakfast?
I love you so much.
In our extreme times, when the fate of the entire planet is at stake, it is crucial for the knowledge of angels and benevolent spirits to spread as quickly as possible, globally, and reach thousands of people. In this way, we can change the future of all humanity. which is why we are addressing you, dear soul of light. Spread the knowledge about our wise books and films. Share links to videos or cartoons. All of this is available and free. Invite women to individual practices, webinars, and seminars. And the Great Spirit of Light will help you and your family. It will direct an enormous amount of energy to fulfill all your desires. Benevolent spirits and angels will assist you and your loved ones in all matters. A thread of light and love extends from your heart to the hearts of thirsty women, and the creation of good and the dissemination of enlightened knowledge throughout the world begins. Become part of the mission of light. Help people, and God will help you.